Hey, what's going on, guys? Another video today. I wasn't able to get the one up last night. Just ran out of time before I had to hit the rack so I can go to work in the morning. Got to be up pretty early. So I haven't decided if this is going to be 2 videos or just one really long one. We'll see how long this takes. But today, my new ECU came in from Accuair, so I'm going to go ahead and get that installed today, and I'll give you guys a video of that. So I just gotta unplug a couple plugs back here, and I'm just gonna plug them in here. I'm not gonna mount the ECU just yet, because that means I gotta pull a whole valve block off and everything else. So get this started and see where we're at, and then later on I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull this off here. This is the compressor that doesn't run, so I'm gonna pull it off, take it apart, and see what's going on with it. So, all right, here we go. All right, let's get this bad boy open. Alright, so it looks like we have a packing slip here and a return shipping label, so I gotta send the old one back. Nice packaged ECU. And they taped the crap out of this thing. Holy Jesus. I don't even think my other ECU came like this. Looks pretty good. Switch speed there. Alright, let's get this other one unplugged. Should be fun doing this backwards. So all right, got the old one out. Now let's put the new one in. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unplug the pressure switch back here, so it doesn't set the compressors off, because I don't want to have to release all the air in here, so I can take that compressor off. All right, sitting in the passenger seat. Let's put the key in there. There's full of windows down in here, man. It's hot. Holy crap. A little warm in here. Oh, look at that. It works. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's amazing. Oh, they're all flashing. I don't know what it's doing. All right. Well, I'll figure that out later. At least these, because before, one of the videos I posted, these were actually lighting up red, which with the E level indicated a sensor malfunction. So it would tell you, which side of the car, which wheel it was on, so you could tend to that sensor. But I didn't have the sensors hooked up because they just weren't installed. I had them in the glove box, still in the shrink wrap, so the level would light up red here. So when I traded out the Accuair system with the Switchspeed, which was literally just this remote and the ECU, the remote was still lighting up red, or the new Switchspeed, this remote actually was lighting up like the E-level remote did. So I called the guys at Accuair. They had no idea what was going on, so they just sent me the new ECU to switch it out. I'm going to send the old one back, but I'm going to do some tests later once I get this other compressor figured out. So yeah, so now I'm going to start tearing the compressor out, and we'll look into that, see what's going on, and hopefully it's just the heat sink and not something different, but we'll find out. All right, and I'm back. Finally got all my tools. So I'll be taking this compressor off. So what it is you got a Phillips head screw on top, and on the bottom it's like a little nylock nut. So for that I'll be using Phillips head and an 9mm box wrench for that, and this one right here is going to be a 5/8 open in a box wrench here to take the airline out. So let's go ahead and get that started now. What's funny is this compressor that I'm taking out is brand new. The other one is a used one, and I'm having issues with the new one. So I find that kind of ironic, I guess. Try not to strip this screw in here, but it's not really working very well for me. All right, so now I'm gonna pull the power cables off because you guys aren't gonna be able to see that anyway. So next time you see me, I'll have this compressor out and I'll be in the house. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Compressor's inside, and right now we're gonna start tearing it down. First, I'm gonna take the head off. So it's just four Allen bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So we'll start off by doing that. And this is a Viair 380C. This was purchased brand new when I bagged it, or before I was bagging it, made sure I had everything that I needed. And for the longest time, it was working just fine. I think what happened was, since I don't usually drive the car in the wintertime, it just sat for a while and I would start it periodically. Well, one morning it was relatively cold outside. I think we had some frost on the windows and everything else. I went to go start it and nothing. So I think what happened is the piston froze up in this little cylinder wall here and it just fried that heat sink. It's more like a safety, so when the compressor gets too hot, the solder melts and severs the electrical connection so it doesn't run anymore. So that's one thing I'm checking, but just for kicks, I want to make sure everything in here is good. All right, so we got that. Let's see if I can get inside there. Probably not. It's pretty dirty though. Pull this guy off. Oh yeah, she's filthy. Could definitely use a good cleaning. I'm definitely going to be cleaning this thing up before I put it back together, that's for sure. So I'm going to separate this from the piston itself. You can see the piston inside there. It's kind of stuck. Let's see if I can. Oh, there it goes. All right. Oh man, jeez, this thing is nasty. All right. Yeah, this thing is gross. Woo wee. This thing needs a good cleaning. Maybe I should take the other one apart while I'm in here, huh? All right. So, God, that is gross. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Let me take the camera up off. Just look at this. Look at that. Look how dirty that is. Yeah, definitely needs a good cleaning. Holy jeez. Holy crap, that's nasty. I just can't get over how gross it is in here. Ooh. This O-ring here looks to be intact, so that's good. Alright, so now I'm going to take off these 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to separate everything here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I'm going to get some. I'm going to put a towel down. This shit is gross. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, oh, that was gross. Oh man, I hope the camera caught that. Oh man, this thing is just beyond disgusting. Oh man. I wonder if the electrical connectors in here don't work. I wonder if that's what the problem is. I wonder if I have a flashlight. Oh, I do. Let's see if I can get some light in. Oh, it's probably not good for this. Oh man, look at that. Oh man. I wonder if this thing even turns. Oh yeah, she moves. Well, that's good. At least I know it moves. Alright, I'm back. Ooh, oh, hammer here. Let's see. Maybe some agitation will free this bad boy up here, huh? Alright, so I got it apart almost all the way. I just took my mallet and I hit the end of the compressor here and it just kind of fell out. So I didn't need to take out this little Allen key in here, which I couldn't remember for the life of me if I did it last time, and apparently I didn't. So the next step after that is I used an 8mm socket and a 1/4 inch socket wrench to pull out these 2 bolts. They're located on either side of the piston here. So now I'm going to pull these out, and they seem to be kind of stuck. There we go. What worries me actually is when I was pulling these out, you could see the discoloration here. Pull up the cameras and maybe you can see it better. See maybe a slight discoloration here. It looks like some white, I don't know what it is. Obviously it looks like moisture is getting inside there or something, so definitely a little worried about this. Hopefully everything turns out to be all right, but we'll see. So looks like, yeah, these threads on here are pretty gnarly. Definitely gonna have to clean those up, hit them with some anti-seize when I put them back. So dang, gonna have to rotate these all the way out. Okay, so we got the end cover off here. So now we're looking at, looks like a bearing with these little guys on the end here. It goes around that. That bearing actually looks pretty toast too. I don't know if you can see, it looks like we got some rust on there. Maybe I'll hit that with some WD-40 or something, maybe try to clean that out. Definitely gonna be cleaning all this stuff up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get a hold of my buddy Joe. He's in the Oregon chapter of the car club that I'm in. He'll know more about this than I will, but it looks like the solder points on here look okay. You know, they don't look broken or cracked or anything else. Everything just looks a little dirty. So yeah, I don't know. And here's the inside of a compressor. Let me see if I can hopefully get some light in here, not blind you guys. There we go. And just a big couple magnets on there. You can see those on either side. So what I'm going to attempt to do now is pull out, separate this from the center housing here. And since it's all magnetized, it's kind of a bitch, but now it's out. So yeah, no, that's what the inside of a compressor looks like if you're not sure, if you didn't know. But you know, it seems to be spinning all right. I mean, I don't know, I'll just have to clean everything up, I guess. So, but yeah, the head on that piston just looks absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So I don't know. So let me take this apart further. I'm going to take this little end plate here apart further, see if I can get these screws out, take this out without destroying this plug here, and maybe I can get to that bearing and clean that up a little bit. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got it back together. It was pretty dirty. I didn't want to record while I was cleaning it. Probably wouldn't have got any good shots or anything, so that's fine. It was pretty dirty inside and out, but all the heat sink looked pretty good, the solder points looked good. So what I did was I just kind of took some WD-40 here and a nice, you know, wire brush and just scrubbed the hell out of it, and you know, use some Q-tips and paper towels, kind of clean everything up. So I got it back together. I'm gonna go throw it in the car, and it turns out I went and looked at all the wiring, and it was a fuse that had blown out. So the whole time this compressor has been down, it's because of a fuse. Yeah, my bad for not checking that, but the floor was kind of a pain in the ass to kind of lift up. So I just kind of assumed, you know what happens when you assume. I just assumed that you know, the piston had frozen inside and, you know, created a lot of heat and fried the heatsink. But that wasn't the case. Nonetheless, I'm glad I tore this thing apart. It needed a cleaning. I don't understand how this thing got so dirty, but you know, I'll have better peace of mind when it's, you know, now that it's all cleaned out. Kind of makes me want to pull the other one apart and see what that one looks like. But so I'm gonna go throw this thing in the car, and I'll do a test run on the car with the new remote and see how that happens. So yeah, so next time you see me, we'll be in the car, get back to some FaceTime, and we'll talk about it, and hopefully some good notes. All right, see you in a few seconds. Alright guys, moment of truth. Everything's plugged back in, ready to go. Just gotta turn this key, see what happens. Make sure the remote lights up properly, so let's check it out. Key in the ignition, let's turn it on. So that lights up good. Compressors will kick on, so I want to start the car. All right, so let's go see if they're working. Sound like it. Got the nice hum. Oh yeah, that one's going, and that one's going. All right. So we just got to sit back and let the system fill up. Let the compressors kick off, check for air leaks, and I will be right back. All right guys, so I got the Jetta back together. I let the compressors run, turn off. Everything functions as it should. I just need to take some time and kind of get used to the Switchspeed system. But I'm super stoked, everything works. That means I'm definitely taking the Jetta down to the show next weekend, the 10th. So totally looking forward to that. It's gonna be awesome. Stay tuned for that coverage. I still have some more work to do on the Jetta. I guess I gotta do full detail on it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna touch up the wheels just yet, but I need to do it soon because they look kind of nasty. So yes, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see some more footage. I got some more updates on the coming soon. I just happened to find a pretty kick-ass engine wiring diagram, so hopefully I can get this thing wired up with 4 wires instead of, you know, the bundle of wiring, which I'll show you guys another time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.